Like, he was born and 2 months later, Damage came out. But he was already accustomed to Damage because I would take the phone, put it on my wife's stomach. But on a personal level, the year before I had lost my sister. So when we found out that we was pregnant, it was more so like God was like, all right, I gotta take your homegirl from you.
Right.
I'm gonna give you somebody else.
Yeah, I love that. Cardiak, man.
What's the word, man?
Welcome to Rap Dads. For those of you at home watching this, we go back to when we were children.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Jesus, seems like many moons ago.
you know what I mean? It was definitely lifetimes ago, I feel.
Yeah.
And what I've always appreciated about our relationship is no matter what's going on, we always supported each other. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have a tight friendship, but like, if I call you, it's whatever you need,
No doubt.
and vice versa. And
No
I've
doubt.
always been such a champion of you and your career, mostly because, I mean, obviously the product is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? It's not hard to sell the product.
Right.
But because of the human that you are.
Appreciate
You know what I'm saying? Like, you've always been a solid dude. You've never been Hollywood ever in life.
Try not to be.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, even now, I hit you up, today?
Yeah.
And we made this happen in hours time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? So
I was getting ready to take a drive to you. He was like, nah, we'll pull up.
I'll pull up.
Like, oh, all right. Say less.
yeah, man, I'm trying to make it easy peasy. But again, welcome to Rap Dads.
No doubt.
You are new to the fraternity.
Woo.
So tell us about, your kids. How old? What are they? All those things.
So
Names.
I got my boy Kanan. He's 3. And I got my other boy Kari. He just turned 1.
So why those names? Excuse me. Those names are so.
So
intentional.
Kanan. I like the ring of Kanan. It's just powerful, righteous.
Yeah.
And it was in the Bible, of course.
Right.
It's also the name of my wife's father's church. He's a pastor. The name of the church is called Canaan Baptist Church. So, it just made sense.
Yeah, for sure.
It just made sense. And then Kari, I don't know. I just thought it was a creative name me and my wife came up with.
Nice.
And Kanan's middle name is Elijah, and Kari's middle name is Elias, and they both mean the same thing. And
that's hot.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Yeah, so
that's what's up.
What we came up with.
So where were you in your life and in your career when you became a father?
This was definitely during the pandemic. 2020, that's when Kanan was born.
Okay.
Man, so as far as my career, I feel like everything was going pretty good.
Right.
I want to say Damage came out maybe 2 months later after he was born. Like, he was born and 2 months later, Damage came out. But he was already accustomed to Damage because I would play it, take the phone, put it on my wife's stomach, and he was listening to Damage months before it came out.
That's amazing, bro. That's amazing.
But on a personal level, the year before I had lost my sister. She was my cousin, but she's more like my sister.
Understood.
I lost her. So when we found out that we was pregnant, it was more so like God was like, all right, I gotta take your homegirl from you.
Right.
I'm gonna give you somebody else.
Yeah, I love that.
So
I love that.
That always stuck with me. So I feel
that's
like
amazing.
He was put here for that. And Kari just got here last year.
Word.
February 2023. And he's just been a joy, So
that's awesome. Yeah, so having 2 boys, and it's funny because my sons are all 3 years separated.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so 2017, 14.
Dope.
So I know that that dynamic very well. I think waiting till they're 2 or 3 is a good enough time because they're almost at that point where they're not as needy on you. They can kind of start to do things on their own and or at least be set somewhere and you don't have to like be on top of them while you're taking care. So how did you start to prepare your oldest son to be a big brother? Was those conversations happening?
So I remember like it was yesterday when we first came home from the hospital with Kari. Kanan seen him and he was just looking like, what is this? Who is this?
Wow.
Like, and then he didn't even really want to be bothered with him kinda. But then as they were like growing and getting older, he started trying to like play with him.
Nice.
If he was crying, he'll look for his pacifier, try to put it in his mouth and all that type. He was kind of rough. I was like, yo, you gotta be gentle, gotta be
right.
Gotta be cool. But he loves being a big brother now.
That's amazing.
I don't know if they still, communicate through like baby talk and all that stuff, but Kanan be trying to play with him, Kari will run from him. They in there try to play football together.
Nice.
All that type of stuff. So I think he likes it. I think he's starting to become the big brother that I think he should be.
Word. I love that, man.
The 10 Dad Commandments.
That's
okay,
right.
all
That's
right.
right.
This is the book right here, Fatherhood Through the Lens of Hip Hop.
I made a lot of mistakes. Thank you for this.
Right, thank
You
you.
know what I'm saying? We needed it. Like I always tell people, it don't come with a rule book. I'm sure there's something in there that a new father can learn.
I'm new in the game. That's why I needed your book, man.
I worked at Atlantic Records. The biggest impression that time left on me was your fatherhood.
Right.
So I wrote this book this year, The 10 Dad Commandments. You were one of the big catalysts of that. You're in a couple of the chapters.
Wow.
Real quick, I want to refer to something that you do have in the book. It's called being a ride or die dad. And we always think of that as adults. The way I've applied that to my children is meeting them where they are.
And you mentioned that you would like hold music up to your wife's stomach while she was pregnant. Like, we always as fathers, and let me tell you, bro, I thought I was raising the next generation of hip hop. I had the trifecta. My oldest son was a music producer and a DJ. My middle son was an MC, amazing MC. My youngest son, he's just cute. So we put a cape on him. It would go crazy. They were performing. They loved it. The crowd loved them. They had deals on the table. We had meetings. We had all types of stuff. And then they were like, I don't want to rap no more. So I had all these amazing dreams and visions for what my kids would be. And then it was just like, yeah, we don't want to do that anymore. Yeah. So like, do you see any visions for what your kids may be into?
I mean, I would love them to follow in my footsteps.
Yeah, no? I mean, the blueprint's there.
I would love them to, but
right.
I'll let them see what they want to do. That's what it's all about, what they want to do. I can only, be supportive and help guide them in the right direction.
So how do you support them being Spider-Man right now? How do you support Spider-Man?
Man, to be honest, I was a Batman fan when I was their age, so go for it. I don't care. Like, let's get it. Like, you like Spider-Man? All right, let's watch Spider-Man. I'll get you the Spider-Man costume. Do whatever you want. I'll be the cool dad, let you jump off the couch and all that other stuff. Your mom going to get at you. But me, I'll let you. Go ahead.
Do it. I love that, bro. I love that. I think that's one of my favorite parts about being a parent is like all of the stuff that we were told no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like I'm like, nah, this is bad, but like I get a kick out of like hearing my boy curse. I get a kick out of it. Like,
stop.
I get a kick out of it. Like he actually picked up on me like saying, "Oh shit!" Like if I'm doing something, so he started saying it, and I'll just laugh, and my wife would be like, "You gonna get mad if he at school and he ends up saying it at school." I'm like, I'm probably gonna laugh there too, but
bro.
I try to tell him like, hey, don't curse in front of your mom. Don't do that. Don't say that.
That's some dad thing to say though.
I just
in
laugh.
front of your mom.
He tried to say like, oh shit.
Right.
Yo,
oh my
chill
God.
out.
Yo, low key, I'm not gonna front. My son, Esteban, of course, he heard me playing Madden one day, and I threw an interception. And I'm like, what the fuck you doing? And he ran around the house for the next week, like just anything was going on. It was, what the fuck you doing?
How old was he?
He was 3. So my mom called. She's like, oh, I want to talk to my grandson.
He said,
He said, hey, me mom, what the fuck you doing? Oh my God, bro. So it was cute. It was cute as shit.
That's funny.
And that joint backfired on me
That's
like
funny.
crazy, bro.
That's
But
funny. Because it's like anytime he hear it in a movie, he'll just repeat it
Yo.
instantly because he's familiar with it. And I just start laughing.
Yo.
Like, Kanan, you can't say that.
oh my
crazy,
God.
bro.
Yo, that's
funny.
hysterical, man. But like it's funny, like I do really take pride in the fact that like I let them go and be whoever they want to be, however they want to be. I don't, like, you know, my son, my oldest son, like dyed his hair bleach blonde, you know what I'm saying? And my middle son, he painted his nails, and we went to back to Willenboro. And my mom was like, they came in. She's like, hey. She's like, what is that? And then she pulls me aside. She's like, you can say no sometimes. And I was like, Mom, I say no when it's important to say no.
Right.
But like this,
It's just a phase.
Yeah.
Go through it, man.
and sure enough, like he painted his nails for probably that week. Never painted them again.
Right.
So what is the use of fighting? My oldest son, blonde hair. His hair was a different color for maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Back to normal for the rest of his life. So
Right.
it's like at least my philosophy is I don't want to get in the way of their expression or creativity and try to shelter them from something that like I don't think is really a problem. Like you said,
Right.
it's just gonna be a phase.
Yeah.
But I did want to make sure that they understood the gravity of the things that they were doing.
Right.
Like when my son was like, oh, I want to paint my nails. And I was, you know, that was a whole conversation because I'm like, why do you want to do that? Do you understand what that means? What does that mean to you? Are you ready for people to talk about you, question you? You know what I mean?
Because you're painting.
Because you painting your nails. You know what I'm saying? And then he said he was strong about wanting to do it. And then after he did it, we would go out, and of course it was a lot of times it was older black men who would be like, "Yo, why you paint your nails like a girl?" And
How
like
did that make him feel?
he didn't like it because that wasn't what he was doing it for.
Right.
But like it definitely left an impression on him. Like, dang, there's so many black men that have a problem with, you know, my painting my nails. And for all of them, you know, the way they saw it was he was feminizing himself. The way he saw it was masculine. And it was like, this is not a feminine thing. It's a feminine thing to you. For me, it's a sign of how masculine I actually am. And he was like 13. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually he didn't do it anymore because, you know, he moved on to other things. But like everything that could potentially be an issue doesn't have to be a fight, especially if it's a conversation.
It's a learning experience. You know,
Yes.
Let them go through it. and
Yes.
They take what they need to know from it and move on.
Yeah,
Really,
man.
for real,
And grow from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know your son is not going to be Spider-Man in his 20s.
Bruh.
It's just not going to be.
Right. I'm
You
just
know what I'm
going with the
saying?
flow, man.
This interview ain't over yet, but I wanted to let you know that this is just a piece of a longer conversation you can check out on the Rap Dad Show podcast on all platforms. So, as a parent who's in the music industry, what are some of the things that we from the outside looking in don't realize that you may have to struggle with, and how do you overcome some of those struggles?
I would say for me personally, keeping my personal life private. I would say, like, I think people on the outside will always wonder, like, how come I don't post like my kids like that
Right,
on
right,
IG
right.
all the time? But it's like IG is just, for me personally, it's just for like music and stuff.
Right.
I'll post them on Facebook all day because it's more control.
Yeah.
More family on there.
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
I think that's the only thing though, for me.
Right.
Definitely like social media. Facebook, cool, but everything else, nah.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just post placements and stuff.
Do you feel like there's like a pressure from other people around you for you to share more of your personal life? Like, do they feel like that's a good career move or look for you?
I just don't like I guess it's the feeling I get when people expect that, or entitlement, like they feel entitled that I should show. Like I don't have to show you shit like,
At all. You know what I'm saying?
It's what I want to show you.
Yeah,
you know
bro.
what I mean, what was comfortable for me.
Right.
You know what I mean. So I show what I can.
Right.
Or what I'm comfortable with.
Respect.
You know?
And you've always, just knowing you've always been a private person. Mm-hmm. You haven't been one of those dudes who are out here trying to either, parade about what they've done or who they are or what they got and all of those things. It's never been your style. So I didn't expect at all for you to be out here posting every day, outfit of the day for your kids type shit. Like
right.
That just wasn't anything I expected. But it's wild to me how much like sharing your personal life on social media is like so important to people.
Yeah, and it's like and that's what bothers me sometimes, because it's the entitlement. Like, how can you feel this entitled to my life?
To my life. You know what I'm saying?
Music, that's one thing, but my life though, I don't have to give you that. Like,
yeah,
it's mine.
It's for me,
yours.
bro. It's for me. Facts.
So
what do you think fatherhood like changed about you or taught you the most?
Man, definitely to like just be patient. Patience, I think, is the main thing for me. I'm I don't want to say I'm an impatient person, but I'm used to like going out and making things happen right then and there when I want it to.
Right.
So it's like with Kanan and Kari, it's like I have to just be patient, just teach them and let them learn on their own and just guide them and help them figure it out. You know what I mean? I can't expect them to get it right then and there.
Right.
Perfect example, I'm going through the whole potty training stage.
Yes.
So it's been a headache.
Yo.
It's been a headache, but it's fun. It's dope. My boy Kanan, he got the number 1 down, but the number 2, we still trying to figure it out. But the number 1, he good. So when he say got a potty, I say let's go potty. He do his thing. I'll be like,
right,
good job.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that phase, bro. Yeah. It's funny because some kids will get it faster than others too. Mm-hmm. So like my oldest son, it wasn't a problem. My second son, he just like would take his shit off and then just run around, and I'm like, oh, so I gotta chase this kid who got shit all over him, and I gotta find where the diaper is. Yeah. Like it was bad. And then my third son, he never liked to be dirty.
Yeah.
So it was easy. Like potty train literally took a week.
It was kind of like, I don't want to say weird at first, but like I said, it's all about patience. Like it was kind of frustrating because we know you have to go to the bathroom, and he would hold it. He got comfortable with wearing diapers, so he would just go. So we took the diapers off and started just giving them, the pull-up drawers
joints,
and stuff. And what he would do is he'll just hold it. And then when it's time to put a diaper on, then he'll go. It's like, man, why are you holding it, man?
He
like
was outsmarting.
Yeah. So
it's like, yo, you know so well.
Like we got
that you devised the whole plan, but the plan, my man, is just to go to.
So right now the number 1s, we got the number 1s. It's the number 2s we're working on. The number 2s, he's really holding, and like we got to get him to just go to the bathroom.